Hey guys, Tank here. We are live for the second night in a row, and I'm wearing the 110 Hobby t shirt with my logo on the arm. So, welcome for a Thursday night, and we're going to have some fun. And Brad is with us already tonight.
Hello, everybody.
So, and yes, I did get a haircut. Well, I got a mop. How do I make it? That's just crazy. Gallery view. There we go. Now, Brad, can you try talking? I'll see if it's going to switch to you.
All
It
right.
shouldn't.
Hello. I like the black hole.
You like the black hole, right?
Yeah, I like the black hole.
Okay, it looked like it didn't switch to you. Hey, Rob B and RC stuff, how you doing? Waiting for a couple people to get in here, and then we can talk some RC stuff. So, Brad, what have you been doing today? Since
Nothing. Just
yesterday, anyway,
watching.
because we talked yesterday.
Yes, we did talk yesterday. We just nothing. We've had on and off rain all day, and it's colder than yesterday. And been on and off on the internet, YouTube today.
Cool. You misplaced my email. I just sent it. JM says he misplaced the email. Let me just get the chat on this side here and let me see if I can do something.
If you could ever find that radio telescope image of an actual black hole, that would be cool. Put it in your background.
Now, is your email JMWALLY? Not sure. Thank you. Thank you, Swampers RC. That was actually Brad's idea to get a black hole behind me.
Time will stop for you, Frank.
I'm being sucked in. He said he opened it and then he deleted it. That's not good. It's not good at all. You shouldn't do that. Let me see there. There. Sent you a private one. I think that's what he wanted. He just wanted a private email.
That's what you sent to me, which I like.
Yeah, I got it. I sent it to you. Hey, Fern Solo, how you doing? We got Stickies RC, Fern Solar, Rob B, John Martin, Steve OD, a whole bunch of people in the chat already. How are you feeling tonight? How are you feeling tonight, Steve OD? Think you're going to be brave enough to make it in here? Everybody's in the chat is saying hi to themselves. Maybe I should try to find something. Oh, yeah, the Canadian G6 has been canceled. So that was supposed to be on the 26th or 20 something of next month, anyways. And it's been canceled. So
that's a real bummer.
Yep.
You would have met a lot of your Canadian friends out there for that. You would have seen Jake
and I know a couple of guys from Ottawa. They finally decided, okay, this year I'm going to go, and they booked a hotel, they booked everything, and they were ready to go and building their rigs and their stuff, and whoop, it's canceled.
They should be getting a refund from the hotel for that.
Well, they didn't open up the. We didn't pay yet because they were gonna, but then this happened, so they were waiting to see what was going to happen. So nobody ended up paying or buying a ticket. So It's all good.
I know the airlines are refunding tickets.
Yeah, they're canceling a lot of stuff. Just when they reopen it, they're saying like when we're gonna reopen and tell the people to go back to work, they still don't want big group of people to actually gather together. So all the hockey teams and all that, they're gonna have to find a new way to make money. Like let me get you Sean's RC in here. There we go. I should turn that off because there we go. I turned off
Hello, Sean.
Turned off the waiting room because it's a private email I'm sending to everybody anyways. It's not as if I'm making this public, so I don't have to worry about somebody coming in here.
Hello, Sean.
They really changed the layout of Zoom, especially to invite people. The way you have to do it now, you have to go manage participant, and then completely on the right bottom, there's the invite button now. Before it used to be on the bottom. So they completely relocated, and it's so small and it's such a small text, I did not even see it. I had to contact tech support for them to tell me where it was. But we got it. Is your mic working, Sean? We haven't heard you. No, still can't hear you. It's okay. You don't want to talk to us. It's okay. No, can't hear you. No,
now we got you.
You got me?
Yeah, now we got you.
Yeah, I don't know what was wrong there. That was weird.
It looks like you put your. It looks like you have a stand now for your vehicles. I don't see that last night.
A stand? He's always had it.
I never saw the rack there for him.
The shelves at the back of him?
Yeah, I didn't see those before.
They've always been there.
Yeah, they've always been there for a long time.
Well,
so, at the back of him? Hey, John. So, as you know, I saw your video, Sean. You said you got like 95% of the Tamiya left in it, just the gearbox and tires.
Yeah, no, I tell you, I only changed out the transmission and the wheels.
And so you're surprised how well it did for a class 1 type of behavior?
Yeah, well, I knew once I put like an RC 4-wheel drive transmission and all in it, I knew it would crawl a lot better.
So you weren't upset with anything else about it? You like the suspension? You like the...
Well, I took a load. Look, I had to take...
You only have one leaf spring, right?
Look, I had to take this amount of leaf springs out for it to friggin' work. Right, look.
For them to be soft at least, yeah.
Yeah, like look how many's there. That's crazy. And these are tripled up and doubled up. Look, I can see.
So, how many do you have left on it?
2 on each one.
2 on each one?
Yeah. It's crazy. They come with that many springs. Like you couldn't move it. You had it with a sledgehammer.
You really had to push on it to get it to move.
Yeah, it wouldn't even move when you pushed on it.
Well, having that many leaf spring makes it look scale.
Yeah,
makes it look like a real car.
Yeah, I guess those many leaf springs would have done well if the vehicle was bigger and heavier.
Yeah, it would have.
No, well, you wouldn't want that truck any heavier whenever you have the Tamiya.
No, I mean, I'm just saying if it was a bigger scale.
Yeah, when the 3-speed transmission and everything is in it, you wouldn't want it. It was heavy as anything, and that was all in it. No, it's even lighter. I'll tell you like so.
I mean, if you had that 5th scale, that would have been enough springs to still allow it to move around because it would have been heavy enough to move those springs. Yeah,
I don't know what they were thinking. Like so.
They were going for scale, I guess. That's pretty much.
Well, that's because it was a pavement pounder. That's what it was designed for, running on pavement.
Rob B and RC and stuff is saying he's got problems with porch pirates. So now he's got to build. Yeah, he's got to build a drop-off box for deliveries.
Yeah, you should. Do you have the ring or anything at your house? At least you can record them.
I don't know if he's got that.
Yeah, it's the best thing I ever added to my house. Like,
oh yeah, so that's it's a camera in the front of the house.
Yeah, I have one at the front and the back and all too. But if anybody even comes near, like I can just hit the button and talk to them straight there and then as they're at.
Goes right onto his phone.
Yeah, it goes straight to my phone. Like as soon as you set the distance and the angle, so as soon as they break that angle, like my camera just comes straight on.
Cool. And how much was that? How much is a kit like that worth?
It's cheap as anything. It's only I think it was like $90 for both cameras.
That's good.
And it's a doorbell as well, like so.
Yeah.
Even if somebody rings a doorbell, the camera comes in too, like so. It's definitely worth it because porch pirates cost you a lot more than that $90.
Sticky RC says he put a doorbell camera too. He loves it. It's great.
Yeah. It's awesome.
You'd be yelling, "Get out of here, you porch pirates!"
Yeah. There's some weird people out there, that's for sure. I don't understand why, but John is in here twice.
In 2 places.
That's weird.
Yeah, Swamper's right now. It actually has with the 2 on it. So it's actually sitting right there. So with the 2 on it, I didn't put the back on, but it actually moves a lot now, like with the 2 on it. So
cool.
Let me see it. So now where did that body pin just fly to?
You got plenty of body pins, I'm sure.
Yeah, I know, but when I keep doing that with them, I run out of them quickly.
I know. Eventually, they can be costly in the long run if you keep losing too many.
Yeah.
Barbecue says it's probably $380 Canadian. I think he's talking about the camera. Since $99 your cost, it's probably $380 this cost.
Yeah, Canadian money.
He paid $45 per doorbell.
Huh?
Didn't you? You paid $45 per doorbell.
No, you said they were $99 per doorbell.
Oh, I thought he said it was 40. I thought it was for 2 was 90.
Oh, John wants so much visibility that he's logged on twice.
That's what I was trying to fix.
You're on three things. You're on 3
I'm weird. You're frozen one and talking in the other. Now that's time. That's a time warp. Hey, HP Froggies, what's up?
Hey.
Trying to fix it and see I didn't do it.
Nope.
I can't believe he got multiple squares.
Here, I'll stop the video on that one. Hopefully I stopped the right one. I can't even do it.
Oh, I
had the 2
he screwed you up, right?
It won't let me stop the video on that. That's weird. That's so strange. Spotlight video? It's a bug. Hey, Zoom was supposed to fix things, not break things. They did so much updates.
Twilight Zone stuff right there.
AZ Froggy has two of them too.
No, AZ Froggy's there once.
No, he's twice. He's still twice.
No, he's there once.
No, I only see once of him.
I see 2.
Wipe your glasses.
I'm not wearing glasses because I'm too close to the.
Well, that's the problem.
Oh no, now one of them's left.
on,
But there's still a blank one. No, the phone is close to my eyes. It would be harder to wear it with my glasses to use the bifocal part. Put my head in a bad position.
There. John Martin has to come back in now. Sorry, guys. Technical issues. We're trying to figure this out.
You guys hear me at all?
Yeah, we hear you.
We hear you.
Okay. Trying something new. I'm using actually my camera I do some of my outdoor filming with to use as a webcam.
It looks better than the other one, actually.
Yeah, your picture's better. It's a little bright, but it is better.
Well, I got a real bright LED up above me, so.
Yeah, that's probably why.
Yeah.
Looks like you cleaned your room.
No. It's a mess.
Yeah. What's his name?
Hey, Roadside RC, what's up?
Oh, I just left him. I just watched some of his. I watched his Batman Tyco car video.
So, are any is doing the Kevin Talbot challenge or?
No, I might do Driftomaniac either tomorrow or Saturday, which is the figure 8.
Rich's one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have anything to run in either one of them.
Any of you watch the Messy Workspace call out challenge from?
I saw that.
From
Trail
Yeah,
Critter.
I saw that.
Trail Critter.
No, if I had seen that, I would have done something about it.
He started the challenge and he challenged 2 people to do it. So he called out Steve O'D and Scottzilla. And so now they have to do it and call 2 people. So we'll see what's going to happen. And maybe some people are going to call you out. So once you get called out, you can't clean up your mess. So
Yeah.
I bet you Sean's called out too, unless he doesn't have a mess.
No, nobody. I haven't been called out. So.
No, you got to be called out. But he did say to me, he says, "Go ahead and start on your side." Like, in other words, call out 2 people yourself. Do it and call out 2 people. So I might do that. I don't know.
John is back.
Yeah. Oh man. No. All I did was clean off my table a little bit so I could put my camera in a different area.
Okay.
Well, that area of your room looks cleaner than you probably think the other.
Yeah, so Steve-O, I think Trail Critter called you and Scottzilla out. So you just got to, it's just like how messy as a work area as we actually work in. I know, because when you look at the camera, you think we're in nice big clean space. So it's just take a video of
the bench
work area and showing the mess that you actually are working in.
Well, the back of you was clean. Is the front of you clean?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, have you seen my desk right now? There's an SCX sitting on its roof with an RC 4-wheel drive chassis sitting on top of it.
So wherever you are, like, clean your videotape your desk and all the mess around it. Turn the camera around, videotape on the ground there, and that's what he was doing. He was videotaping all the stuff that's there. So.
Oh boy.
Here's my mess.
Yeah.
Well, it's way better.
All I see with AZ is his wall.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
that's way better than
like
last
a table
week.
to his right, to my right.
Yeah, no, that's all my design.
The old SCX1 axles, you used to be able to take them apart. Can you take the SCX2 axles apart? Used to be like a two-piece.
Housings, no.
Yeah, I know the original, the first one, you used to be able to take them.
Yeah, you split them in half. Yeah.
Yeah, the SCX-10-2 is a solid design. You just open up the diff area and pull out the gears and all through there.
Yeah, that sucks.
Why?
Because I was thinking of maybe, because I have a kit to build and then I have another SCX-10-2 and I was thinking actually trying to make a 6x6 out of them.
Okay.
Oh,
but then I would need an axle that splits so I could use two together. Like
when you look at pumpkins on actual cars, they all they have is some bolts where the shafts go to it.
And yeah, no, but the original one used to split in half. Where you get 2 halves, so you could put 2 backs together and have the 2 backs, so you have the thing coming out.
Well, they did the Unimog 6x recently, and that's got the pass through on it, so you could just order that axle.
Yeah, I might just order that axle maybe. Because I've been waiting for either Traxxas or Axial to release a 6x6 kit. And since none of them's gonna do it, I might as well freaking make my own.
So yeah, see, Sean's one of the few who actually likes building his rigs, right, Sean?
Yeah, a lot of people build their rigs, like building their rigs.
Sean, when you took apart the Tamiya, did you like how the directions were pretty to the point?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just real quick, Steve OD, I pasted the Trail Critter link there for you to go see it, or anybody that wants to go see it. So did the link help you out with all the manuals for the Tamiya?
The manual for the Tamiya, yeah. It's actually it's a decent manual. Like,
Yeah.
It's pretty well put together.
I like that link that I sent you because everything is there. Every car that Tamiya ever made, you can actually find
it's
it there.
all there. Like, it's great.
Trucks,
There we go.
cars, buggy.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
there
that's
we go.
why that's why the 3-speed, like, so this 3-speed transmission won't work on the trucks because see the end piece coming out
Yeah.
is completely different.
Okay.
So where the trucks, the drive shaft actually has a bar, like a
Oh
ball.
yeah, it's a cup.
So so that's what the trucks use, but these are just with the cups go over the top of these. So
if I change that end plate and that lower section, I could convert that over to use for the semis.
Yeah,
Rest
Yeah,
probably could.
same.
most of it you could use except these. You'd have to change
except that end piece.
Yeah, you'd have to change both end pieces.
That's actually that's not too cheap, or that's not cheap, or it is cheap from Tamiya USA.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can get that whole parts bag pretty cheap.
Yeah, the rest of it you could use, like so.
Yeah,
I'm sure Sean noticed that there's 3 shafts in that car.
What, Brad?
I swear there's 3 shafts on it originally from one for the transfer casing.
No, you have two shafts.
No, there's 2 shafts.
I thought I saw something with 3 shafts.
No,
that was an aftermarket bit.
That is for your 3-speed. Like, that's what does your 3-speed.
Yeah.
And then you have the shaft here and the shaft here.
Yeah.
So
what you're thinking of, Brad, was an aftermarket transfer case.
Yeah, I think he is.
Hey, Tony, what's up?
I know that one is almost similar to the. I mean, it's different, completely different than completely different than the Bruiser's 3-speed because that one goes into the 2-wheel drive.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So RC Ninja has a question. He's saying for first time crawler, what do you guys recommend? A TRX4 Sport, an SCX 10.2, or an SCX 10.3? It really depends on what you're looking to.
And on your budget.
Budget and what you want to do.
Yeah, Gen 8's
are you looking to do more trails than crawling? Or if you're looking to do more crawling, I would probably go with the TRX4 Sport.
Yeah. That Gen 8 is a good rig too.
Yeah, it is. The Gen 7 Pro even.
Yeah.
And the one you got also there, the one you really like there, Sean?
Oh, the G-Made Komodo?
Yeah, the G-Made Komodo is also a very good one. That's got a good
that thing is on the turn radius. I can't figure out how the hell they do it still. That thing will outturn like the TRX4s, the Axials. It even outturns the Vanquish and everything. Like,
but one thing to look into also is what is everybody riding where you are? What are they driving? Because most of them will have spare parts, and when you break down, and you will break down, some of them can help you out. So if you have a one-off rig that nobody has, then you're up a creek. So
pretty much.
I think John's having a problem.
Yeah.
It's stormy in New York. So
yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
No, I'm out here in Michigan, so.
Oh, you're in Michigan?
Okay.
Yeah.
We've had on and off rain all day today.
Oh, yeah, Bob, Rob BRC says TRX4 are tough. Yes, they are. SEX10 also, they're really tough. They're all pretty tough. It all depends what you do with it. Of course, a TRX4, it's got portals, so it will go over challenges a little bit easier. But I find that for myself, it gets boring after a while. So I like it more challenging. That's why I like a Leaf truck, like my TF2. Like that one, I love taking that one anytime I go out on the trails.
Right. So he said he's got a $400 budget.
Okay.
That leaves out that's the Sport. You could buy the Sport.
$400 bucks. Does that buy you a TRX4 Sport? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, the TRX4 Sport's only 360 or something. Again, or
Okay.
350 or something.
I think there's two tier levels on it. One's a little more than the other. I know
Yeah,
that.
but then you could also get
One's closer to 400.
you could also get an SCX 10 too, or you could get a Gen 8, or you could go on Facebook Marketplace, and on Facebook Marketplace you'll pick up something for $400.
How much is a
Just about
Komodo?
anything.
Pretty decent.
How much a Komodo?
The Komodo's only $270, but then you have to buy all the electronics. So
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure what he wants to
So
do.
it does not come as a ready to run for
Oh,
that.
they actually do. Actually, they do have the ready to run. I'm not sure the price. Hold on. What is the price?
That one's more expensive than the put together one.
I keep forgetting they came out with a ready to run. Hold on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the ready to one's more expensive of the sport.
Yeah, but I'm sure it's not that much more.
I think about $40, $60.
Me myself, I like kits because you build a kit, then therefore
Yeah.
you know how it's built, and if ever something
Yep.
happens, you can fix it easily because you're the one that actually built it. So
About
A lot of people
$410
like the
roughly.
Vitaras.
That's what I'm
410?
finding.
plus tax.
Yeah, and shipping.
The Vitara I heard was pretty good. It was a very quiet, silent runner too.
Yeah, they're okay looking rig. I've driven them, and they have quite a number of weak points. They don't have as good of an aftermarket following as the TRX4 or the SCX10s.
Then now there's the SCX3s.
Yeah. I mean, I like my old SCX10 OG, the first one. I mean, I don't have anything new and fancy for a crawler, so I just
Yeah,
go
but
those.
I just got rid of my SCX10 1, which now is the one I should have bloody kept, and I should have got rid of the SCX10 2. Because now I want to cut an axle into the can't. So I got rid of the wrong one.
I've got, if you end up doing a 1, let me know. I've got extra housings.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of extra housings.
For which one do you have housings for?
SCX10, the original.
Okay.
I think I've got 3 or 4 full housings sitting in a bag.
Oh yeah.
I just need two. I need 2 rear ones that I could put 2 rear ones together.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. No, I've got those. So if you get a 1 and do it, let me know.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Couldn't Vanquish ones also work, but they're very expensive.
Yeah. Vanquish is real expensive. For that matter, though, Sean, you could get the Boom Racing 10-1 housings and use those.
Yeah, they might actually work well.
Mm-hmm.
I've got the fat housings on my rig instead of just the stock plastic, and I love the things.
Yeah.
Has anybody taken one of the, which is the one that came out with the IFS?
The Enduro?
Enduro. That's another good kit, the Enduro.
Yeah, it is.
And I know the independent front suspension one doesn't take anything from it when it does it. It still crawls just as good.
Yeah. Hey, Rich.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
Doing good.
Good.
Not too
Hey,
bad.
Rich. He put a background of his vehicle again.
Actually, it stayed there from. It was still there from last night.
Yeah.
It just saved it.
With the IFS, you will lose some flex, but not a lot. Like you will lose some, but I've always said flex is not good when you're crawling in a trail or when you're doing side hilling. Flex is a killer because momentum is a bitch. Once your truck starts going sideways, it just keeps going. But if you barely flex, it's going to stick to the hill.
Yeah,
so.
barbecue actually had a good point in the thing. There are actually, you can get an SCX10 2 cheaper now because the SCX10 3 came out.
Yeah,
you can actually get them cheaper, and
you actually did bring the price down. They brought the price down.
Deadbolt cheaper.
Oh yeah.
How much did they drop them?
They dropped them a good bit, but you can get a
like
deadbolt
$50
for cheap too.
I think they dropped it $50 on the SCX10.
Yeah.
Just remember, crawling is addictive.
Yeah.
The hobby's addictive. What are you talking about, Frank? It doesn't matter what you do.
So you can get an SCX-10 2 right now for like $329.
Yeah. Yeah, they
That
dropped
sounds
the
almost like a
prices
50.
on a lot of them.
That sounds like a $50 drop to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get the CRC Jeep for $349 now.
Yeah, it dropped a lot.
It's too bad they don't have the monies to actually keep the first one, second one, and the third one all running all together.
I'm trying to be nice and not eat in front of everybody, but if I shut off my video, it stops my audio.
I see
Really?
something you got there to
That's
drink.
Yeah.
So, but that shouldn't have happened. If you hit the stop video,
It's the way my camera is.
okay, but you're telling the software to actually do it. You're not telling the camera.
Oh, I know. It's just the way this is working. It's a Cobra Wasp camera.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have all the same good stuff as like GoPros and all like that. Some of it is.
Let me try something. I'll shut off your video from here because I can. Okay. I have the power. And if we lose your audio, I'll ask you to turn it back on. So, okay, I shut off his camera now. Can you talk?
No.
Stickies are C.
Yeah. Interesting.
Wow, the software does not compute with his unit.
Yeah.
That is weird.
Yeah, but it's probably just whatever the camera he's using might have the mic and all built in or something. So
Yeah, it actually detects that you're not asking for the video anymore.
yeah.
It actually shuts off at the camera end and not at the software end. That's really cool.
Oh, well.
I always think daylight's coming into your room there, but it's a LED, Sean.
Well, that's an LED. I do have my door open, but it's getting dark out now, so.
No, but it always looks like there's sunlight coming into his room, but it's not.
There's the without the LED.
There you go. So let's go shopping. Share. Run car. So this is ready to run. Competition level, drivetrain. We want 4x4.
And that Fitera, that green Fitera, it's hard to believe that's just a 12.3 chassis. Nothing.
Rock crawler. I can't believe they call that rock crawler. It's not. This is a rock crawler. That's a trail truck.
That's a trail truck.
Yeah.
Like price, inventory. Do they have scale? Yeah, scale is here. 1/10. There's 40 different ones.
The MOA is very expensive.
Price. So he said he's got 400, between 300 and 400. I will put it here. 400. And we'll start at 100. I don't think he's going to get a lot at 100, but
yeah.
There we go.
Oh, he's got plenty to choose from.
Yeah, but one thing I learned last night by watching, did any of us watch Harley Designs chat last night?
No, not last night. No.
No.
Last night he had the guy from Axial Horizon on, and he announced breaking news: the Fitera Sender is going to be obsolete.
Yeah.
They're not going to make it anymore. They're just going to carry parts.
Someone
be completely obsolete.
Someone told them. Someone said that they were going to delete that thing.
Well, it makes sense because they're making Vitera. They're making Vitera, and the SCX-10 is competing against themselves. So
yeah. So they said the Vitera is going to be completely obsolete.
Yeah.
So are they going to have any Vitera type thing at all?
Yeah. So I'm sure after a while they'll stop making parts even too. You know.
The Nightcrawler, this one is a very nice little crawler. but it's very slow. So if you're thinking of putting that on the trail, it's very slow compared to everybody else on the trail.
Also, those worm gears can be a little on the fragile side if you get in a real tight situation.
Yeah. Do not get a Gen 7.
Why?
Because the price difference between a Gen 8, they're better. So
okay, I'll give you that for price, but if you can get one decked out, used as a good deal, I'd get that.
yeah, if you get it used, decked out, it might
Hey,
be
roadside RC. Catch you later.
So Vitara is going away as a company entirely? I'm confused on this.
Oh, just their truck, their 4x4.
Okay, just a truck.
The Ascender.
Yeah.
At least so far.
So the SXN2 Jeep, ready to run, $369. That's pretty good. Here's another one that everybody loved. Was it Deadbolt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at the Gen 7 Pros. Those have the most.
Totally agreed. Fern Solo.
What do you say?
Ascender was totally underrated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The this one, nobody liked this body. It seems to be too stretched.
Oh, that red Jeep one.
No, they're talking about the Suburban.
Suburban Ascender.
I've seen people use the Suburban.
That big green thing, that's the one I was talking about. It's hard to believe that's saying that's a 12.3 rig.
Yeah, it's hard to turn, yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to believe. It looks huge. And there was a truck that didn't really take off. See that Habao?
But the Wraith 1.9, that's another fun one.
Yeah. I was surprised though the Habao didn't do better than what it did. It comes with an interior, comes with everything, but
yep,
it didn't do too good. There you go. There's a regular Gen 8 for $299. Couldn't go wrong with that.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you've $100 left, Ninja, to do something with.
There's the two team associated vehicles, ones with the two different bodies on it.
Yeah.
So if you get a team associated, don't bother about this one. I like the Enduro better for the simple reason the bumper is a little bit better. The attack angle, there's some stuff it's a little bit better with this body than.
Yeah, but it's only 1.55 wheels.
Yeah, and it's cheaper. It's the cheapest, and then they have one that's $349. I see.
Yeah, the other one, the blue one, is only 1.55s.
Yeah, the smaller tires.
Smaller tires, more scale looking.
Frank doesn't like the Chevy Love body.
No, I don't mind it. It's just that I know this truck. I've driven this truck, and I found the attack. Unless you change the bumper when you get it, there's a couple things to do to the truck. There always is.
Attack angle's different.
Yeah.
Percy Basher Boy said he blames Traxxas for Proterra going under just because the cantilever suspension on the twin hammers.
Yeah.
I don't think that's all of it. I think mainly they're getting rid of the Ascender because Horizon acquiring Axial.
Yeah.
Axial is a better seller than the Proterra was. So they're just going with what's making them better money. That's my thought.
Yeah, it's like the same as GM owning Chevy, Pontiac, Buick, and making all the same cars and just competing against itself.
Yeah, and they dropped Oldsmobile and Pontiac, and people said they should have dropped Buick.
Yeah.
Should have dropped Buick and kept the other two.
You have a new guy in the chat there tonight. He said he's interested in RC tanks and anything to do with RC.
RC tanks?
Yeah, the Stafffield YouTuber, he calls himself. New supporter here. I'm interested in RC tanks and anything to do with RCs.
Well, it depends on how much he wants to spend. Tamiya makes really good ones.
Would you be quiet with your Tamiya? A hang long now is way better than a Tamiya tank.
Tamiya has the recoil effect on it, which is really cool.
So does the new hang long tanks.
I haven't seen the new high longs having recoil.
Yeah, with recoil, metal tracks, everything. Way a lot better than the Tamiya tank.
The guy that owns the spot where our indoor drift track is, slot car drags, he does the tanks. He has one Tamiya, and all the rest he has are different brands, the Hang Law and all like that. They've got all the infrared. Some can shoot the airsoft. They've got the recoil, and he's actually gotten better deals on those than the Tamiya ones.
Yeah.
You can't
Not
get
saying the
metal tracks
Tamiya
on
ones aren't
Tamiya.
nice. They are, but for what they do, they have battles every weekend, or they did. And they held up a lot better than the Tamiya ones did.
I know the Tamiya, you can get metal tracks with them.
Well, there's RC Ninja ask a question. I think I'll let you answer that one, Brad. I hear Tamiya breaks a lot. Is that true?
Depends on what model you're using. They all have different break points. They don't all break that easily. Some break take a lot to break.
It all depends what you do with it also, because if you
Yeah,
send
that
it
too,
on the
yeah.
big ramp,
Yeah.
they're not meant for bashing. That's
Hey,
one thing.
RC Bicer boy, what's up?
I mean, you always can upgrade them to be tougher because they do have some better materials they put on them as aftermarket too. So,
Well, if you take all the Tamiya parts out of it and make it with something else, then it's a good Tamiya.
well, Tamiya also has carbon fiber parts, so they can always replace their parts on that vehicle with carbon fiber.
See, look, if you buy a Tamiya, expect to have parts like this, bags like this, bags like this,
And one of the best directions in the business.
trays like this.
Element RC.
Other than that, the rest is a Tamiya. So.
Yeah.
No, that Tamiya has also one of the best directions in the business too. So they were
Directions?
standard. Their directions on their
manuals.
vehicles. Their manuals are
But Brad, honestly, when was the last time you had an RC manual that wasn't Tamiya and compared it? Can you?
I had an Associated and a Kyosho once.
When though?
Yeah.
More than
How many
16 years
years
ago?
ago?
17 years ago.
Look at the manual.
Almost 2 decades ago.
He's holding. Look at this manual here.
You see, almost 2 decades ago.
Like,
you know how
open
different things
that
have
manual
come.
up and read that, and just show us the pages. This is detailed also. It's not just Tamiya that makes nice manual now. There's a lot of company that does awesome manual. The SCX10 kits, very well detailed. The Enduro is very well detailed. Everybody now stepped up and really making nice manual. I would not.
And the Element manual even has this really cool pop-out page to it that is a one-to-one of all the hardware. And it stays, as you're going through the book, it stays open so you can lay the hardware on the page.
Tamiya doesn't say
That's
please
a
lay
good
the hardware on the
Tamiya
page at
had
the
the
same
same
time.
thing.
Look at that one, Brad. Look. Nice, colorful. Look, all really well laid out too. Even all the Traxxas ones. Two decades ago, Brad, Tamiya might have had the best manuals.
Yep.
That goes all your spare parts, everything. Even tells you for the body, putting it all together, like everything.
So Tamiya used to have very good manual, but everybody else pretty much has them now. So
yeah,
everybody
2
who's got a good
decades ago,
name-
Brad, was a really long time ago.
They've been catching up, except Axial kind of missed the mark on this one. This was a terrible manual.
I've heard that before.
Yeah, there's a couple revision going on PDFs there online.
Yeah, I don't think Axial's going to live that one down for a
And
while.
look, Brad, there's the Komodo one even, and this one is
Oh,
very
yeah.
like a Tamiya manual. There's the Komodo one even.
Does anybody have a Kyosho manual?
That's well put together too.
I don't have a Kyosho.
All steel, everything. Look.
Cool.
I remember the Associated
I have a
V3
whole-
wasn't that bad. That wasn't that bad of a one, and that
Well,
was
if you want, Brad, I can keep showing you manuals. Like I've got so many of them.
except for a Kyosho one.
You got one or two there, Sean.
You have a Kyosho one too? How was the Charisma manual?
Charisma manual sucked. Sucked really badly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But you still got it built.
Yeah. Well, a bit of common sense helps, like, you know. Oh, and look, and there's another bag of Tamiya parts. Look.
Darn.
Yeah, but they have a lot of really nice aftermarket parts that they make themselves for their vehicles. They have some really good shocks too for their cars. Some people really like their aluminum shocks and all the different type of aluminum shocks they make.
Basher Boy, I can guess you would have a few Komodo or Kyosho manuals.
Yeah, but he hasn't been on video in forever, so he's not going to show it.
No, he just said he has several Kyosho manuals in chat.
Okay, I guess I gotta go look on Kyosho website and find the manual, the latest manual, and show you that also
Han Solo
Kyosho
said
stepped up
he
their
knows
game.
a guy named Manuel. He's pretty cool.
RC Basher Boy said he's got several Kyosho manuals.
Yeah, I know because he has several Kyosho cars.
Hey, Island RC Duke.
Hey, Duke.
What's up, Island RC?
What's up, man?
Island
See, Brad,
RC.
this is what I'm thinking next. Maybe the Tamiya might go on to this.
Ooh,
No.
What is that?
that would work.
Now, which frame is that? That's a TF2 frame.
No, it's the original. It's a Stomper frame.
Stomper. Okay.
Yeah, it was the original TF2.
Yeah.
So they called it a Stomper.
That's a cool looking chassis.
So I'm just trying to think. It's actually got a shorter wheelbase though than the Tamiya. That's the thing.
By how much?
Probably a half an inch.
Oh wow.
That's a lot when you talk about scale cars.
Yeah.
It's
Hey,
going to
Island,
behave
look at
completely
that.
differently.
I'm stuck on an island. Island.
I like your black hole.
Oh,
Well, that's for a different day, Brad.
that's a whole other chat
Yeah.
topic.
The whole,
So he likes it better when I put the black hole.
uh,
I'm being sucked in the black hole.
that's a whole different URL.
Yeah. I have no idea how to do the backgrounds on there. I don't think it would work on my walls anyways.
No, you need. Well, it works because, like you've seen, Sticky's. He got it working also. So the algorithm is pretty cool. You go where your camera is, and you go choose background, and you can actually change your virtual background on the software.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah,
Maybe one day.
This is
That looks good. What type of pastry is that?
This
How
is
was his
Sean's
lunch?
favorite. This is peanut butter
Oh man, that's fucking disgusting.
peanut butter covered pickle.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I asked. I hate
No,
pickles
no,
in
no
such
thanks.
a situation.
That's too much for me.
That's not good. I like pickles by themselves, not like that.
Yeah.
Pickles are disgusting. Peanut butter is disgusting.
There you go. Bacon wrapped.
Why
pickle.
when you get
Bacon wrap
food,
pickles I can deal with.
why when you get food over here do they put bloody pickles on the side of everything? It's like, does anybody even eat the freaking things?
I
Yeah.
do.
I don't know.
Put
I eat
pickles on
They
that sandwich.
on the side.
I eat the pickles.
I cut my teeth on dill pickles when I was a kid.
Oh, really?
How the hell do you cut yourself on a dill pickle?
No, when I was a kid, cutting teeth when you're a young kid and your teeth are coming in,
Yeah.
I used the pickle to chew on instead of a teething ring.
Ah, that makes sense.
So you wanted a taste instead of not having a taste at all.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Because when you're a kid, also, you don't have that sense of sour or sweet, or you don't have that sense.
Yeah, but
when you're
pickles
a
have
kid.
salt in it. That should have irritated his gums cutting them
I'm
on.
not sure.
Well, that's why us Irish just rub whiskey on the
Whiskey?
gums.
Oh yeah, I've heard that. That's a lot of people have done that for
Yeah,
centuries.
plenty of whiskey. You're
Well, my
good to
son,
go.
my son's 10, and he had a cold sore inside of his lip, and my wife did not give him whiskey. He just gave him salt water. So
Yeah,
I've got that. Yes, you gargle on salt water.
Damn Canucks take the fun out of everything.
Oh, that's
shut up, Sean.
well, I got the striping done and the cab put back together on the night hauler last night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, came out pretty
Got all-
decent.
Yeah, it's got a lot going on. Hey, Jake.
Barbecue asked if anyone has a Doritos scar.
Ask John. He ate them yesterday.
That is a nice looking truck.
Oh, that's looking nice, Froggy.
Yeah, it's looking good.
Thank you. One of the guys on one of the groups on Facebook, he just made up a new fifth wheel plate out of billet, and he CNC'd it. Thing is gorgeous. He's probably gonna start selling them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can get a hold of one if it's not too expensive.
Yeah. What's that? The ground? Is that the ground hauler?
This is the night hauler.
Oh, that's the
Right.
night hauler.
Yeah.
Now the Knight and the Gran have the same length of chassis, right?
Yeah, same chassis, just different bodies, I think, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
What stacks do they have on it?
They were chrome. I scuffed them up and shot them black.
Okay. Steve O'D got the same rig. He's the same night hauler to build, but he got the stacks he got, man, look insane. They're huge, big stacks they got for
That's
it.
what she said.
Yeah, he says that all the time.
drones
I can't
look
help
them
it.
up.
now you need to get gotta get smoke coming out of them when you use it.
For that, I'd have to make different stacks because these aren't hollow all the way through.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you could make them hollow, couldn't you?
I'd have to make a different deal out of tubing, which I could do. I've got a bender and all like that,
Yeah.
but I don't know if I want to.
Let's see the
Not a whole
front.
lot
Let's
of
see the
room in
front
there.
view of it.
Front view?
Yeah. Yeah, that's nice looking, isn't it?
Yeah.
Does look nice. Yeah.
I'm waiting for Sean to actually make one of those.
It's fun. I love putting these things together.
Nah, it's just running them. I've nowhere to run them. That's my problem.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
just run it outside, out front. I'll drive it in my house, chase the dogs with it.
My driveway, you'd need something 4-wheel drive to get around my driveway. It's not bad a shape.
Well, that has 4-wheel drive in the rear.
Yeah.
You're obsessed with the rear, Brad. Is there something you want to tell us?
Oh, Sean, I'm telling you, the thing it's a 4x6, so you have.
Hey, Trail Critter, what's up?
Hey guys, how's it going?
It's a 4x6.
Yeah.
Why did John leave?
So Steve O'D said he got the smoke machine and big stacks.
Yeah.
There you are, John.
Yeah, so because I know he got really big looking, mean as fuck looking stacks, like, you know.
Yeah. Well, I've seen those. It's just I haven't gotten that far into doing all that with these yet. I'm still getting it where I can get them reliable to drive, have the decent range for the radios. Then I'm slowly working on the accessories and all.
What radio are you using? The DX6 or DX7 or?
This one, I'm using a cheapie on this one. Oh, what is it? It's
Missed
a
you
Fly
yesterday,
Sky.
Jake.
Or using
Run
the Fly
Fly
Sky? Yeah.
Yeah.
Does the same job anyway. So.
Yeah, and on the man truck, I've got a Integi radio.
Oh, okay.
It's a 9-channel. This one's only 5, I think, 5 or 6.
And will 5 be enough though to make it to get the stuff in? Well, I guess you
For
could
the
set the
main-
mixes. Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause you need steering and throttle, of course. Then you need a 3-position section for the shifter for the transmission.
Yeah. I guess you can always do. Can you do mixes on that one anyway?
On this one, no, but on the other one, I can.
Oh, okay, so if you could do the mixes, it's handy, like, you know.
Yeah. Yep. Like I said, I got this with a with a plane. Actually, the 51. I don't know if you can see it up there.
I see the wheels of it there and the bit
Yeah.
of the wing. Yeah.
I got that stupid cheap from a guy down the road. It was wrecked, no prop on it and all, but the radio works.
Oh yeah.
And then I got the Integi radio from a guy literally down the street from me on OfferUp for like $35.
Nice.
And that one's a
Fern
9-channel.
Fern Solo asked a question. Why is Brad audio only? I want to answer that. Believe me, you do not want his video on.
Not unless I'm in my living room.
You do not want his video on. That's all I have to say. If you don't know what I mean, go look back at some of our RC talk previously that we've had when he has his video on, and you'll understand why.
Yeah. No.
Oh, another truck.
Yeah, that's the first one I did.
It's the man. That's sort of like your Mercedes tank.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very close to a Mercedes.
Yep.
Cool.
Had to get from Tamaya a new side piece.
Oh.
Went to a car show and was getting it out of my car. And thanks to my back and all those issues, lost my balance and cracked the thing right off.
Oh man, that sucks. Right at the show too, yeah.
Right at the show, yeah.
Oh man.
But no big deal. I got that and a bunch of other parts shipped to me probably got them within 7 days of ordering them. It was only like $25.
Paul Tyler saying I love the green.
No, thank you. It's Tester's Lime Ice, I believe it is.
And it's airbrushed, isn't it?
No, this is a rattle can.
Ah, okay.
No.
So, Jake, you said you were getting it to Maya?
And what's your plans with that Brooder dump truck, or the Brooder garbage truck? What's your plans with that?
The garbage truck or the recycle truck? I got both.
I see the orange and silver one. You must have plans to convert it, do you?
I'm thinking about doing that drifter.
Putting it as a drifter, really?
Yep. I've got a couple of Sakura D3 chassis here, and it's a front motor deal, so I can put the motor up under the cab.
Cool.
And make an extended rear section with the extra axle in the back.
And then does that helicopter work or no?
What helicopter?
Is that a red helicopter up there or no? Above the recycling truck?
No.
No, it looks like it's got a long prop, but I think
it looks sort of like a helicopter from where I'm sitting.
Yeah.
Right beside the two snare drums. Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Yeah.
That's my tower crane.
Oh, you have a tower crane, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it now.
And what's the orange thing under it? Another truck? Garbage truck?
Yeah. I've got the garbage truck here and the recycle truck here.
Okay. Yeah. From this angle, the garbage truck looks like a helicopter.
Oh, because of the arm.
The tower crane sticking out over it. Yeah.
Gotcha.
John keeps disappearing on us, man. Really
Did you make the tower crane radio controlled yet or no?
I bought it like that.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, one of the Queen La or whatever you say. I actually hooked up with the company at one of the trade shows we go to for Comic-Con stuff, and I picked the thing up stupid cheap.
Does it work like it's fully functional?
Yeah.
Is it a Carson?
No, it's
Carson does make those. I do know that.
Carson make the nice steel.
Hey, John. Hey, the other John.
It's
that's the Hana or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Net Cruiser, what's up?
It works.
Hey, John, what's up with you, man?
Where's it at?
It's been a while.
Yeah, I wanted to get a crane like this just to put it in the woods at the back where I have my trail for people to take pictures.
That Hana sort of took over from Hobby Engine, used to be the main one.
Yeah.
And then Hobby Engine.
That's like 4 feet tall, isn't it? Or more.
Yeah. Yep.
Hobby Engine sort of disappeared, and then Hana.
Got sounds and all with it.
Whose truck? Who do I?
But yeah.
It's a crane.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then turns.
How much weight does it hold?
Not a whole lot. That's the only problem.
But you could do it up, and you could put a worn winch on top and put a bit
John's
more
back
weight
again.
on the back.
Yeah.
Of it.
I can change out the stuff in here, put better gears and all in it, and a better motor.
Yeah.
I haven't done it yet. I've been having fun. I've got this, and I've got some PVC pipes. I've made bundles of 3 in that it carries.
Yeah,
and load them up on the trailer.
Yeah, they're cool for loading the trailer, like, you know.
Yep.
Yeah,
exactly why I got it.
Hey, 11 Charlie, what's up?
You have like a loading war with the crane.
Yeah. What's up, Javier? I've got a couple of the forklifts that I've got to work on, but one is a real toy grade that's just got like a skid steer set up on it. That one, the boom works real good, but the steering sucks. I've got one of the Tamiya remote control ones that has the wires and all on it. Motors and all work great on it, but the boom doesn't go that high.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah. The price I got this for, I can't complain.
100,000. Auction banks. Here it shows 11 hospitals.
Hey, somebody playing news.
Yeah. Somebody's got a girl talking to them.
Talking about
Hidden stuff in the background, even though I told her I have my mic on.
No, talking about New York. I've had enough of hearing about New York.
Tell her hi. What's her name? What's her name? Your wife's name?
He froze.
Geez, I want to have some fun here.
Yeah.
What's wrong with him?
There she is.
There she is.
You're doing. You know what?
She wanted to hide herself.
Yeah.
Why don't you come and talk to us? Are you shy? Oh, you poor little thing. She's shy. You know, I have a niece that's around 10, 11 years old. She's just as shy as your wife.
Yeah.
Leave it now.
All I gotta say is,
Oh, you cut out there.
You froze.
You froze. What are you
Just
doing?
all I
Are you
have to
doing
say
a
is-
goal? A goal? A goal.
He got unplugged.
Don't
You
forget to
move
hit
too
the
fast,
thumbs up,
your video
everyone.
cuts out.
Too, so.
Got a bandwidth issue.
Yeah.
yeah, majorly.
Steve
So that Hummer,
says,
have you
tank.
gotten it to work?
Steve-O said, "Don't be creepy, Tank."
Yeah, don't be a creep. Hey.
So John, have you got that Hummer to work?
Oh, it works fine. I was just seeing if I could put monster truck tires on it to do just a different type of a truck in like a freestyle competition. If I'm going to do that.
For
look bad like that. Doesn't
Kevin's
look bad like
challenge.
that.
Yeah, I guess so. I haven't looked at the rules, but I think I was going to try a different vehicle. So I was going to use my Gen 8, and I was just seeing could I put monster truck tires on. I can, but I'll have to really like make the suspension extra stiff, or else it'll hit the body really bad. But
What
if I
about
get
wheel
it with really
extenders?
stiff suspension, it'll barely clear.
You have wheel extenders?
No,
What, don't you have a Summit? Do it with a Summit. Oh, no, it's not a solid axle.
not solid axle. Yeah, I've got 3 solid axle vehicles: the TRX4, the Gen 8, and now the.
I wonder if the Vanquish 4S, the VS 410. I wonder if that would handle backflips.
I don't see
One
why
way to
not.
find out.
Yeah,
Backflipping.
Send
They
it.
do call it a VS 410 Pro, so you could
Yeah.
figure out why the Pro is there. It's like,
Might just run it with the normal crawler wheels on instead of the monsters, but
See you later, Fern Solo. Thanks for dropping in.
yeah, Fern Solo later. Stay safe down there, because I hear Atlanta's going to get hit hard next. So
Later, Fern.
Later first.
That's another guy,
Hey,
Fern Solo. He's been on YouTube for a long time.
yeah, Fern Solo has really good guy though. I met him down at USTE.
Cool.
All right with him.
You'll probably meet me next year. Because
You
next
gonna
year,
go down to it, Tank?
Go
Yeah.
there.
Hey John, those actually the monster truck tires look pretty good on it.
It does look good.
kind of ridiculous. But yeah, I think I might do it. I'll just make it super stiff, and then it'll drive terrible, but it'll be fun.
That's the only thing with those Red Cat crawlers, the way the body mounts are, you can't really extend it up.
Yeah, I think I'm already as high as it will go.
Yeah.
Maybe. Have to take the body off and see. I think let's see if I can even put a front wheel on, see if it'll turn.
John, you're a master builder. You can do anything. I've seen you do all sorts
No,
of
I'm definitely not a master builder, but thanks.
To me, you are.
Build race cars, not one-off custom things.
Yeah.
Mateo's, he's a master builder. That guy's a master builder.
Hey, Sean, Steve
Yeah.
O'D says you can build one of his 2 SMT 10s and enter it.
Sweet.
Just got to figure a way
Oh,
to get
Steve
it.
going to miss this week too? I want to see Steve run something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind running some of these challenges, but I don't have the rigs to run them.
You don't have anything solid axle?
Well, this
No
one's
solid axle, no bashers, nothing.
Wow.
Your SCX10 be solid axle, no?
Yeah, but it's not set up to do anything like that for sure.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's
They
it.
don't have the
Mine's all-
speed?
Mine
No.
are all brushed. Like so.
Yep. I got brushed 27 turn in all of my crawlers actually.
Yeah, I'm sure some of the entries for this one though will be insane. Cause sure you can run a slice, you could run armless, you could run any of that.
What's that one?
For Kevin Talbot's new anything with a solid axle, he's accepting.
Yeah, well, any
Even
other
two-wheel
truck also.
drives.
You can run a
Even-
slash, you can run anything now.
Yeah,
Oh, I
that's what I
haven't
mean.
seen
So
that one. Is
anything
that
at
for-
all.
is that
So
for
I'm
next
sure some
week?
of the entries will be crazy.
That must be for next week then. If you I haven't seen that one yet, but for
I
this
assume
Saturday,
it's,
it's supposed to be solid axle.
Yeah,
that
this
means
Saturday this Saturday's solid axle.
So it could be a Tamiya Hornet or a Grasshopper because
There
it's
you go,
solid
that looks
axle at the
good.
rear.
But it's not solid front
anything
axle,
with,
Brad.
Anything with solid
Oh.
axle.
Yeah. My slash, it's set up for racing. It sits so low to the ground I couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
The only thing I got really is my little mini T.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
John's back again. Now it's gone.
Trail Critter, did you see that thing in there from Steve-O for you?
Just try it, yeah.
I'm gonna try. Oh, nice.
So Steve-O did not know about your challenge, but he found out tonight, so he's going to look at that video, and I guess he's going to have to make...
it's something simple Steve-O can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just commented to you about it in the chat.
Not have to run anything.
I have my suspension at its softest, so I'll just crank it down. I've gotten all my body mounts at the highest position, so I can't go any higher.
Do you have any longer shocks you could throw on it?
No.
What vehicles use 100mm shocks?
I don't know. I got 120s from an AX10 here.
The Wheelie King, I believe, are 110.
Just that forklift's got solid axles, no?
That's got no axles in it. Does have a driver though.
So you put a driver in there, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have the same forklift. I bought it. I still in the box.
I got this thing on Facebook Marketplace, not far away from here for 10.
For $10. $10?
Can't go wrong with that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh. Something.
Yeah, my video was acting up big time, so I'm just gonna sit here and watch on YouTube and see if I can talk through Zoom.
Just keep your mic open. That's all. You don't need the video. I think there's a problem with bandwidth. Too many people.
Major bandwidth problems where I am right now.
Yeah. Way too many people at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I shut everything. I shut everything down and still having issues.
Really?
Wow. At least you got to see your wife.
Yeah. I won't hear the end of it either.
Oh, she ran through a little bit ago while we were on. I'll probably hear about it later.
Yeah.
Wow, I swear to you, I don't know where these people get the money sometime. There's some people on Facebook that I know here from the city, and like a new addition to the family shows a new truck. It's a TF2, and like, and 1 week he's got something else. Another week he's got something else. Like, wow, where do they get all their money? It's crazy.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
Yeah. We got a guy here that races like that.
They can't all be like Aaron.
Yeah.
I meant to go look at what Axio was doing because last I heard he got EB 48.4, but then he posted a picture saying out with a bash in it with an EB 48 2.0. I was like, what? Did he already buy 2 8-scale race buggies?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
you guys were talking about that the other night.
That new course,
Really?
that new course beside his house, man, it's great. His neighbor's
Getting
course.
a new race car every week.
Yeah. His neighbor's course though is sick.
Mhm.
So, like you noticed, some of you noticed I did get all my hair cut. So I got my wife to actually do it, and I
Oh, you
posted a
daddy
picture
did.
of before and after on Facebook. And I like having fun with people. So this is the picture I actually put on Facebook. Be cross-eyed. My hair really spiky up because it was really long. So I
So
got it
John,
before.
just so you know, Axial's in the chat and he said,
I see it. Yeah.
Yeah, yep, 40.4 and 40.20.
Okay.
And he trimmed your beard too.
Yeah. And come on, go. Oh, there's the other picture.
That's
the after picture.
You look completely different.
Yeah.
The crazy man and then civilized.
Yeah.
Hey, Paul Gear RC, what's up? Axial, what's up?
I can't wait to see what if people are going to make funnies out of those pictures. So I don't care. I like having fun with people.
There's going to be some new Frank the Tank memes coming.
Yeah.
Probably. Do them in reverse, pre and post Corona quarantine times.
Yeah, before the quarantine, after quarantine.
Yeah.
Actually, the picture where you looked crazy was after quarantine. After quarantine.
Short and a lipo.
Yep.
And I also posted a video of my wife cutting my hair while she's cutting it. So having fun. I'm just sick of all the stupid posts on Facebook about Corona or about anything like very depressing. So let's start having fun. Like put funny stuff on there. So
yeah.
I'm only posting RC. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
I will not mention Corona on anywhere.
RC and animals. Got to show puppies and all.
Yeah.
I wish I had a puppy or a
kidding.
dog because then I could run after it with my RCs.
Oh, I got 3 of them in the other room.
Okay.
Or maybe the puppy would want to run after it.
Oh no, Buddy goes after. He'll run away from it, but as soon as I stop it or back it up or whatever, he goes back after it.
Cool.
I have a cat.
Just watched a little bit of a clip that I sent to Trail Critter for Dirt Church. Is my dog chasing the Max around?
Yeah.
Well, he's not doing any more Dirt Church community. I think that's what you mentioned. That was your last one.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey Frank, Bobby Q said Canadian mugshot for your picture.
The Mounties got their man.
Send a picture for passport. Put that on there.
Oh, you would screenshot everybody, every country you went to. You'd have people following you on your vacation. If you showed that. Give an eye on this guy.
Nope, got to put the radio away.
Yeah, there's one time even on Facebook I posted a serious picture of that. Also, I just had a haircut, but I actually shaved my mustache and my beard. Man, did I ever
but
look
how long
different.
was that?
I ever looked different. It was crazy.
How long ago was that?
My son was about 3 years old, so that's about 7 years ago, and he did not like it. He almost cried when he saw me. Like he goes, no.
Because he can't see you like that.
Every time I tell him I'm gonna go shave my beard, he goes, no, don't do it, don't do it.
He probably feels he wouldn't recognize you.
He's gonna have nightmares.
He just got used to seeing you with it, that's all.
Yeah. The vicious bead.
11 Charlie says, I see some wasps behind you, Rich. LOL.
That's that is a shot where I was crawling around and I came across a
nest
box where there was a hive of bees.
Okay.
And
fun.
I just about ran the truck right directly into the opening of the hive. And
oh no. And they could have been African bees. They would have gone crazy on you.
They were not terribly happy about my presence there.
Oh, we did that.
I did have to quickly take a few steps away.
Yeah, but they bet they tried to sting your car to death, but they really couldn't put their stingers in it.
Yeah, the car didn't. I don't think the truck didn't mind much.
Because they can't put their stingers through it. That's why.
Yeah,
they felt when they tacked it, they bounced off. They said, "Oh, this is useless. We can't even put our stingers in it."
About 5 years ago, I was crawling with my son in the woods and with some other people also, and we came up on this little hill, and we were having fun on the hill. But all of a sudden, bees came out because there was a hornet's nest in the sand, or not a hornet, but bees in the sand, and we disturbed them. Like, they were pissed. It must have been at least 50 or 100 bees on my truck. And like, I just noticed, I go, this is cool. I was about to take my camera out and start videotaping. And then I hear my son and he starts crying, and a bee went to get him, and he had his trigger, his remote control, and they stung him on the hand. And he was like 50 feet away. Like, they found him, but I was really close to the truck. They didn't bother me. So as soon as he got bit, well, we had to leave, and because he was crying, he's only 5 and just got bit by a bee, and it was his first bite, so I did not know if he was allergic or if he was going to swell up. So I said, okay, let's get the hell out of here. So,
yeah. How did you get him off all your car after the stinging?
We just drove the RC. If you just drive the RC, they will fly off because they're trying to protect their nest. They're going to stay close to the nest.
Yeah.
Well, they obviously knew they couldn't do anything to your vehicle because they can't put their stingers through it.
They tried because they were on it. There was a lot of them.
I bet you they were frustrated in the sense that they couldn't put their stingers through your truck. they're sitting there bouncing off of it, trying to sting it.
Yeah. Oh, it's scary when you see a hornet's nest like that, or all the wasps come out. It's scary.
My parents, oh God, I must have been around your child's age when this happened to him. I was either 5 or 7. I was going to a faucet on the side of the house, and I got stung 4 times by hornets in my knee. I still can visualize the big bumps on my knee.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Oh, that hurt like hell. Not as bad as my broken arm, though.
Yeah, we had a hive that moved into our backyard last summer or the summer before, and overnight, walk out into the backyard and there was thousands of them flying around. It was so loud that you could hear them through when the door was closed, you could still hear them buzzing around outside.
I think we have one of the biggest hornets in the world in our country. Because I know Japan has those really big 3-inch long ones.
I don't know.
They can grow very big, those types of insects.
There you go. You ready to bash now?
Yeah, I've got suspension is as stiff as it will go, but yeah. Sorry, I don't have my camera. I have to tip the whole computer.
So, do you still have the brushless system in there that has a lot of power?
Yeah, but I've tuned it down. So I put a slower motor in, and I haven't even really driven it yet. So I went from a 4600 kV to a 3000. But it'll still be fast, probably.
Yeah.
I still think that shock seems still kind of soft to me when you pushed on it.
Yeah, I agree. There's probably just not enough droop for it to not hit the body. I'm going to see here in a second.
Could you put the collars down deeper?
Put
down further? The collars around the springs, and bring it down.
That's what I just did. I put them down to the very bottom on all 4.
We have somebody in the chat. He's the myth. He's the legend. Tony's from CCXRC is in the chat.
Yeah, he's back again. He was in earlier. He had to jump out earlier. So.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice him. Oh, we have Paul Taylor.
Later, Basher.
Hey, how is he feeling?
Last I heard, he was feeling good. I must have his balls here somewhere, though.
Yeah, he had his balls somewhere. Lucky on his balls.
I think I got them hooked up on my hooks there behind me.
Paul Taylor's balls. I remember that. That was so funny.
Still waiting for him to go on tour.
So Axio said ladybugs are deadly.
Ladybugs, yeah. My son hates ladybugs. I don't know why. He just hates them.
Yeah, but they're ferocious killers to aphids.
He goes, they're so cute when they're as a ladybug, but as soon as the wing comes out, he just grosses him out, like the way the wings come out.
Yeah, but a lot of people think, oh, they're not that threatening of an insect. Well, you tell that to an aphid.
Javier can attest to this. Being in Florida, love bugs suck.
RC, bye, sure boy. See you later. Have a good one.
And see, my favorite Florida bug is the palmetto bugs.
Oh, yeah?
Well, we get those here too in Arizona.
Yeah, those are fun.
Yeah, but riding through a big swarm of love bugs on your motorcycle, it sucks. And if you don't wash the stuff off, it will eat your paint.
Oh, really?
Oh, we get
bugs are terrible.
Oh,
we
yeah.
get mayflies. It sounds like it's just as similar to what you're talking about, the mayflies.
Javier says, yes, they suck. I hate them. Yeah, that's one thing I don't miss from Florida, that and the humidity.
I do like praying mantises, but I don't like to exactly try to handle them because those feet feel like they stick into you and they crawl on you.
Yeah.
I think they're cool as hell. You know?
I just got scorpions and black widows to deal with here.
Any of them really deadly? Because scorpions, depending on which
Black widows are.
Black widows will kill you.
Yeah. And brown recluse, we got those too.
Oh, we have those. We have brown recluses out here in Ohio. I once had one coming in my house. I stepped on it. Man, was it a gooey mess. Things are not small.
No.
I remember it was crawling. I was talking to someone in my house, in my apartment, and I saw it crawling on the floor. And she said, "Oh my God!" Someone said, "Oh my God, look at that!" And I stepped on it. Oh God, it was pussy.
Yeah.
I stepped on it. I'm like, "Oh my God, that was a brown recluse." I'm glad that they found that, because if it found me, I'd be in big trouble.
Yeah. So Net Cruiser is working on his Hummer. I've got a Hummer right here.
Who makes that one?
That's an old X mod.
It also looks like a Mini Z.
They were the same scale and all like that, but the Mini Zs are a lot nicer.
Yeah.
These were a high-end toy grade, if you will. You could change parts and all on them. But this is the one this is one I set up for my crawler. The Ford was normally a longer wheelbase body. I chopped this one up a little bit.
Did they run like 3 miles an hour?
Yeah, something like that. I modified the back so it has a little more flex in the back. A little more fun that way. This thing it'll come down and grab the tires and come back up at a pretty good angle.
You got a brushless system in there?
No.
I wish you
could
would.
put one in. You could actually put one in there. There are ones that
you should put a brushless system in there. I wish you would. I really wish you would put a brushless system in there. Brushless is better. That's what Brad says all the time. You got to put a brushless in there. I wish you would.
They have brushless of all different sizes.
Yeah.
So
but these little things, the transmission setups will not handle it at all.
That's all good. I'm just toying.
Unless you,
I know. If I could, I would though.
Believe it or not, HBX makes ones that size now, and they have full metal gear. So I assume they could take a brushless on the metal geared ones.
That's possible. But this was just something I did. You can see the suspensions don't go as much as what I've modified. They're a fun little deal just to goof around with in the house. But I've got like 30 of them, so I've got to start getting rid of some.
You should just see how many people will buy them from you. How much would you sell them for?
It varies. I've got 2 Mustangs right now that are ready to run. I'll sell the pair for $60. And it comes with extra body parts and all for the body kits that come with them.
Hey, that sounds like up John's alley. He loves the race things.
Yeah, these run 4 AAA batteries. That's the only problem.
You know, they have rechargeable LiPos to fit in those.
Yeah, but the boards on these will not take the LiPo style batteries.
That's too bad.
On a different note, I'm just going to talk to you guys about something real quick.
Uh-oh.
It's about this guy.
RCVHX 22.
RCVHX 22, Xavier. Please go drop a note and to him, say hi to him, and tell him to stay strong, kind of, because his uncle died of the coronavirus.
Ooh, well, I'm sorry if he's listening now. I'm very sorry.
So
to hear
that's
that.
the first guy I know of that is in the RC family that I know that family member got hit by the corona and actually died.
Well, one of the guys I race with is in the hospital with it right now.
Okay.
He's doing better from what I hear. He was on Facebook earlier today posting stuff. But I guess for him, caught it early enough. He's got a compromised immune system, so they had to watch it.
So he's got a whole bunch of different stuff. He's got the tanks. He's got everything. So, like, he plays with his son outside. He's got a little track done on the side of the house. It's kind of cool, and he has little wars sometimes. It's really neat how he's done that. He's got onboard camera and with the tank.
That looks like paintballs. Look like a paintball holder.
Yeah, it does look like a hopper, don't it?
Yeah.
Go have a look, say hi, and I sent him a message today. So
definitely. Let's see here.
All right, guys, it's time for me to take off for the night.
Bye, Rich.
Yeah, no problem, Rich.
Rich, thanks for jumping in.
Thanks for having me, Tank. Appreciate it.
Not problem.
It's 11 o'clock already. Oh, crazy.
Later, Rich. Have a good night.
You too. Be safe, everybody.
Yep.
So John actually
Bye,
started
Rich. Be
racing
safe.
online. John started racing online, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm gonna start doing one video a week of online racing. Yeah, I think, or more. We'll see.
Now, for people to race online, what do they need?
Well, you need a Windows computer, and then you need the program, which is VRC Pro. And it's not just a simple thing where you can just, buy it once. It's like they have a million different packages. There is a free version though. So if you go to VRC World, then you can like play around with the free version, see if you like it, see if your computer will run it. And then if you enjoy it enough, then I would recommend buying it on Steam because there's better bundles on Steam. And depending on what type of racing you like more, on-road or off-road, they can set up the packages. Or you can buy like a world everything on there. What's the other thing? So yeah, VRC Pro is really good. It's a simulator, so it's very close to a real RC experience. The thing is, you need to get the little USB adapter, which plugs it into the receiver, and then
Jake is showing
radio on, and that makes it feel real.
Now, Jake, you have one of those little adapters? Okay.
Yeah, actually, it's over there, but.
And that connects on a USB port. So your remote has to have a USB port on, which most remote have nowadays.
He's an IT guy. He knows all this stuff.
So for mine, the USB goes into the receiver, and then you just pair whatever normal radio with the receiver.
Yeah.
Steve O.D. said Scott Sella plays that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Scott Sella
I'm just charging my radio up so I can play later.
Oh, yeah.
Have any of you watched the virtual NASCAR racing yet?
I haven't, but I heard they're doing that. That's with
dude. I swear to God, that thing looks so real. It's crazy. Like,
yeah.
And even some of the drivers were on talking, being like, "Wow, this could be the future," because they built like full replica race cars in their house on hydraulics and everything. Like, so.
Really? Wow. Cool.
Yeah. So they're sitting in the car on hydraulics racing. They said we can have all the fun of racing without actually getting injured or killed.
And how much is that adapter worth?
It's around $50, 40 or 50 bucks. The hard part is trying to find them right now. Everyone wants them because the game came out in like 2012 or something, but and then it kind of took a lull for a while. But now everyone's stuck at home, so everyone wants to play it. You can't get those adapters, but there's 3 or 4 new companies that just started making them, so that there's more coming. And if you find them on my Facebook page for NetCruiser, I've posted like all the new companies that are selling them. And in the video that I put up today, I put links of all the ones that I'm aware of. So you can try and put an order in somewhere. 2 of them are within Canada, which is nice for us.
Cool.
And what's the program itself, Ron?
If you're going to pay for it, it's usually between 50 and 100 bucks, depending on what package you buy. But you can play it for free to test it out.
Yeah, it sounds about like what some of the flight simulator deals are too.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
sounds pretty comparable.
To play with friends and all that, you need to get the paid version, I guess, for that.
I don't think so. The free version you can play online as well, but you're very limited by tracks and cars.
Okay.
So I've never really played around with the free version, but I know a couple of people who have it, and they said they played online, so it must work.
Sounds like Forza.
Kind of, except for it's just like going to a real race. You've got your pit table, your car, you've got all your tools. You can set up your car, set up all adjustments and gear ratios, and they have nitro and electric too, so you can tune
So you can tune your suspension, change the oil and the shocks. There's a whole bunch of things you can do. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's all in there. It's very well done. Yeah.
Interesting.
The only thing I miss is that they don't have much 10th scale. They don't have any 10th scale off-road. They only have 8 scale buggy and a short course truck. So both like 8 scale type size vehicles. And then in on-road, they have 12 scale pan car, a few 10th scale vehicles, and then a few 8 scales as well. So there's more for on-road than off-road.
Too bad that doesn't relate to real life around a lot of us.
Relate to real which?
For the on-road, RC on-road. I mean, a lot of outdoor treks. I know in Europe, I know you find places to do it, but you lost one last year, so.
Yeah, a lot of the tracks are closing. And I'm not sure if a few of the tracks in this game are real places and other ones are just made up spots.
Okay. So Clayton has asked, A-Tank, do you know
anything about gas planes?
Anything about gas plane?
Not one single thing.
Well, I do know some people that owns planes, gas planes. No,
you can fly them.
Yeah, I know there's some restriction. I know that there's clubs. There's a whole bunch of clubs around here, but no, I do not have a plane or flown a plane, any other gas plane. The only thing I have is a quad, DJI Spark. So that's the only thing that flies that I got, other than my Bashers, my Slash. It flies once in a while, but.
Yeah.
And a lot of my stuff goes flying that way too.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That should be good.
I had to put the stock wheels back on, or well, these are even bigger than normal wheels, but I couldn't run the monsters. They rub.
Okay. Anybody here knows anything about gas planes?
No.
Nope.
Probably the guy to reach out to would be Adventure Time RC.
Adventure Time
You
RC?
would know that. Yeah.
I did own one
Adventure
in the
Time
90s.
RC.
Brett.
He does a lot with planes.
Brett does that. Yes.
Yeah, Brett from Adventure.
I did own a gasser plane, 20 years ago. If he has a question about it, things have probably changed now, though.
Yep.
Yeah,
Quite a bit.
He said he posted a video today or something. I posted a video of one I just got today. It needs some tech.
TLC.
TLC, yeah.
Okay. Well, if Jack was here, he could help you out also. But
yeah,
he'll probably
Jack
come
would
back
know
later.
a lot about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jack's real upset right now, as we all know.
Upset?
Oh, Paul Taylor's leaving. Oh, see you later, Paul.
Later, Paul.
Bye, Paul.
Later, Paul.
Thanks for dropping in.
Did you figure out that Bronco body yet, Paul? And what you want to do with it? Yeah, he got the hard body Bronco as well. So.
I think the companies are starting to put out the brand new Bronco body for RC. Yes, the one that's coming out next year or the end of this year.
So they couldn't make an RC body of it yet. If Ford hasn't even released everything you see of it yet, it's a concept. They haven't actually said this is the truck. Like, so.
They've actually had a couple of the disguised ones running around here from the proving grounds.
Yeah, that's it. Like they haven't exactly. They're not gonna. Nobody's gonna know what that is like until they reveal it at a motor show.
So. Oh, nope. I do think the body, what they've shown, is going to be pretty true.
Oh, yeah, Hot Wheels is going to come out with one just like they did the Super Truck.
Yeah, with Tesla.
There is leaked photos of.
What's that?
There is leaked photos of the Bronco.
Oh, the new Bronco, yeah.
Yeah,
but they're concepts. They're still not 100%. This is what we are definitely doing.
Yeah.
The Hummer, they have pictures of the prototype Hummer that they want to do with battery.
Did you see that friggin' electric Hummer?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
1,000 horsepower Hummer, not the 60 in 3 seconds.
Whoever thought a Hummer would actually go that quick?
Who wants to be sitting in a Hummer doing not the 60 in 3 seconds?
Exactly.
I would.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
I drove up to dealerships when I was working service areas and all, taking them into park or whatever. I don't want to be in something like that going that speed. No way.
Yeah, that's it. Like,
it's scary.
Them fucking things are designed to be off road and running.
So you'd rather be in a sports car that can do that, huh?
Yeah, something that's designed to do that.
Something that has the brakes to stop it with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an all-new Hummer, or it's a conversion?
No, it's an all-new.
No, it's an all-new
electric Hummer, 1,000 brake horsepower Hummer.
Yep.
Cool.
Freaking insane.
The electric cars, they have a lot of torque because electric is as soon as you pull the trigger, power is there 100% to the wheels.
Yep.
Tony says, I hope they bulletproof those batteries.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to be setting this one up for military.
Yeah.
They already have their new JSVT trucks that replace the Hummers.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
they're bigger, heavier. I even think they're faster. the new ones.
Yeah, I see those out here because I'm not too far from Luke Air Force Base. So they've been showing up slowly out here.
They did put one of them through the Baja. They put a couple of them through the Baja to see how well they would do too.
That doesn't surprise me.
So, John, we're going to have to start a monster truck competition thing with monster truck around the area. That'd be cool because I know a lot of people now that are starting to get monster trucks, so it's going to be cool.
So RC McMaster said that's what Ken Block said, Frank. So whatever it was you said there, he said that's what Ken Block said.
Hey, I know that Jake would join you for the for the
so Clayton
races.
D, yeah, so Clayton D, check out Epic RC Productions or Adventure Time RC. One of them two guys could probably help you out with that plane.
Epic shut down.
Yeah, Jack deleted his channels.
Yep.
No, he still has guitar channel.
No.
The guitar channel's gone and the other one's gone.
No, but he has it. It's a different name now. It's just a guitar guy or something you call it.
Oh, did he change?
Yeah, I think he just changed the names because he was on RC.
RC3.
He was on RC3's chat today.
Yeah, I saw that.
Just a guitar guy or something, I think. Wasn't it?
All I saw was Jack. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the name was something anyway. So.
Okay.
Hey,
that.
Hey, John. It's amazing that even though that's considered 1/18 scale, it's still quite large.
Yeah. Are you drooling about this thing? It's a Tamiya. It's a
Yes. Yes. What are you gonna do? You're gonna pull a Sean on me?
I'm gonna rip it apart right now, right in front of you.
What are you gonna do to it?
Tearing it down to sell it.
Upgrade it and make it actually work.
Actually, I'm gonna put this stinking pile in it and then sell it. To be honest.
Yeah.
How much you gonna want for it?
I think I need 200 out of it to make it worth selling, and that'll be ready to run, like with a battery, electronics, everything.
Okay.
I thought you thought it was decent when you first used that.
Well, yeah, there's decent, and then there's worth keeping long term. So
Yeah.
it's
I've thought about that one, but I'm unsure about it myself.
if you're gonna build one or get one, I highly recommend you thicken up the diffs, because the thing that I dislike the most about it is that it diffs out so easily. Like it's got 6-wheel drive and it can't climb up a hill.
Yeah.
But can you not lock the diffs, John?
You could, but I wish I had known that when I was building it. Because the whole chassis is the gearbox.
Yeah.
And
It's a
now
monocoque
taking
chassis.
it apart is a friggin' hard job.
Yeah, it's almost a complete disassembly to get back at the 3 diffs.
Yeah.
So had I have done my research when I was building it at the time, I really should have put some thick grease or something in the diffs. Like I just built it to box spec, and I do not like how easily the diffs.
I'd be interested, but I got way too many projects and too many other things I want to get. So,
Yeah.
You know my my Arma.
So what, you got what, 2 or 3 to build, Frank?
not just
Yeah, what, 2 or 3 to build?
Yeah, I got about 3 of them to build right now that are still in the boxes.
See,
Plus,
John, that's what you need to do, John. Look, take a Tamiya, put RC 4-wheel drive transmission and wheels and all in it.
Yeah.
And
he
then
told
you're
me all
good to
the
go.
guts inside of the RC 4-wheel drive, and I mean,
Yeah. You know what I was actually thinking would look nice on this? Do you ever see the old ones that have the 2 big stacks that come up the back? Put a nice set of stacks coming up the back of it, maybe. Take that light bar off.
Drive with the Tamiya body on it.
Huh?
It's an RC 4-wheel drive with a Tamiya
No,
body.
it's actually everything else is Tamiya. Just I only changed the transmission and the wheels. Everything else is Tamiya.
Yeah.
All right, Steve-O, have a good night. He's going to bed.
There, Steve.
Still Tamiya axle.
Steve.
So.
But
But it works. It works like a rig is meant to work, not a pavement pounder. You know.
my voltage, I have to take apart the whole thing just to get to the rear gearbox, just like you're talking about with that car.
Yeah.
Yep.
Trail critter. Be drunk by now.
Why weren't you here yesterday, Jack? We missed you yesterday, Jake.
Oh, I was watching a movie.
Oh.
So a movie was more interesting than coming and talking with your friends.
Friends from around the world.
It's the one time my wife will let me watch one of my movies.
Oh, so you had to take advantage of the rare moment.
Yeah. We got to watch Ford versus Ferrari. So.
It's a really good movie.
It's meant to be a good movie, that though.
Yeah, good movie.
I want to watch that. I heard it's better than you would think.
Yeah.
It's good.
And especially because it's based on a true story. Like, you know?
Yeah. No, I'm glad they didn't screw it up, because that's a pretty epic story.
Yeah, totally. Like,
yeah.
He freaked out that GM exec in the car when he stepped on the gas, and he freaked that guy out. He's like, how fast that thing took off.
I got the last Star Wars, which is Star Wars 9. And then I realized I didn't have 8. So I had to go to Walmart and pick up 8. So now I got them all.
I think I've got them all. I'm not sure anymore. I'm more into the Marvel collecting.
Marvel?
Oh, you watch a lot of the Marvel movies too, don't you?
I've still got a bunch of my comics that I used to collect.
Oh, how many comic books you got?
Marvel
I got
movies
some of those
fantastic.
also here.
I got 3 crates full.
3 crates?
Yeah.
I think I beat you. I got, a little over 3,000.
Well, I went for certain ones.
Yeah.
Avengers, Ghost Rider, stuff like that. So
Yeah.
No
same
X-Men?
thing with me.
Ghost Rider, I have all but maybe 4 issues.
Okay, cool.
Dude,
Me, it was
hey,
Spider-Man. I got a lot of Spider-Man.
No, I did more of the oddball stuff, like the
Okay.
Ghost Rider, Defenders,
did you know?
Invaders.
Did you know that a couple of years ago on the TV show Agents of Shield, which is Marvel,
Yeah.
they had the Ghost Rider on it.
Wrong
Yeah.
The
one.
whole season.
Yeah.
Wrong one.
Yeah.
I'm talking to Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider. The original one.
Yeah.
Or actually the second one.
The one that what's his face played?
Yeah, but that one actually, the way they did it in the movie, that was a combination of Johnny Blaze and Daniel Cretch from the third version.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was such a great TV show until the second last season. Like, not the last season I just played, but the one just before, when they were on a spaceship and they were not on the Earth, and the Earth.
I haven't even watched any of that.
That was so
I liked it.
No, I did not. Like, okay, come on now. Get back to, like, this is time traveling and, like, oh, come on. Every time a show starts to get good, they start putting time traveling in it.
I thought they were supposed to have well, then the one after that was he came back and he was evil.
Yep.
They were back on Earth. They were back on Earth at least.
Yeah, and the agent, the main guy died, and then I'm putting a lot of spoilers out there, but and then he came back, but as somebody different, but he was not different because he kind of remembered some stuff. But anyways,
yeah.
Later, Swampers.
They said they were supposed to put out one more season. That was it.
Oh, yeah?
I haven't heard anything since. Yes.
My favorite season of that was the hive mind thing, where they went to that planet and then the guy came back infected and he would infect other people. That was cool.
But, oh yeah, where they were looking for that particular being.
Yeah.
Then yeah, Hydra was looking for them.
I didn't really watch much more of it.
Oh, Tony's in his garage.
What's going on?
Hey, Tony.
Mr. Tony.
Hello, Tony.
Oh, there's a big guy. The big Raminator.
What's up?
That thing is huge.
Put it. It's the only place you can put it.
It's so big it doesn't. It's so big it doesn't cover the whole camera. The camera can't.
No, I mean it's massive.
Later, Javier. Feel better, man.
Yeah, Javier. Later.
Yeah, man. Definitely feel better.
Those links are big. Yeah, see you later, Javier.
Yeah, it's a massive truck. I gotta get in here and get the shock off.
Oh, the shock that you broke. You broke that shock, right?
I bent it, yeah. I mean, but even these things gives you scale.
Yeah.
Shock.
It's longer than his face.
That's crazy.
I wouldn't even be able to lift the stupid thing. I'd kill myself.
Yeah, it was a beast to get up on the table here.
Yeah, that's what we were mentioning when they first came out, the videos and all that. Like, when you put it in the truck, you almost got to be 2, or else you're going to hurt yourself.
Yeah.
It's certainly going to go down in history for one of the most it's going to come down in history as one of the most controversial vehicles in the hobby.
Controversial? How?
Not well, in the sense of it's going to be well known. And it changed the hobby.
It's really cool how they've mass produced a big RC like that.
It cost more than my first real car did.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine too.
It costs more than 2 of the cars I got sitting outside right now.
Actually, my first car
more
was
than my van, probably.
That was actually my first car. Actually, cost like $2,500 more than that.
Axiomatic says the Raminator is bigger than my 121 car. My God, what are you doing?
Yeah, This is the wrench I get to use to take the wheels off.
It's a
Looks
car.
like the one I used for my truck the other day.
Crazy. So are you getting it to bind there, John? Is it binding?
I haven't. Oh, it'll be bound to this already. This is what I pulled out of the axial, the gravedigger.
Okay.
I refuse to use the radio system, the STX2. I'm going to put it into something I'm going to sell, but I was just thinking I probably need to put it in a waterproof case because this is not like.
Okay.
So I just took my Traxxas one out and I had it in a balloon, and I'm thinking we'll do the same thing again, just pop it in a balloon.
Don't you have any liquid that can waterproof it?
I have to tear it apart to do that.
Axiomatic says should take the Raminator to Jiffy Lube.
Yeah. Get an oil change.
Yeah, oil change on this. That'd be hilarious. That'd be a great video. Driving
That would be hilarious.
Give you a trade-in value.
Yeah, but it's not wide enough to fit on the lift.
I'm not gonna lie, it's a pretty sweet rig though.
Wow, that's a tire and a half. It's bigger than your
That's a
head.
tire bigger than your head.
Yeah, that's the tire. So for people that just,
Or drive over the
complain
pit.
about the speed, or that, they look at me jumping and it doesn't seem very high, and I think they don't quite get the sense of scale.
That's true.
Yeah.
It terrified me the last time I was driving it. I was launched in it.
I don't think the sense of scale comes out very well on video because I've watched the Sparks upgraded one, and that looked slow to me as well on video. But I'm sure in real life it's screaming a lot.
Yeah, I mean, even this one, when it's coming at you, it feels fast.
Aaron from RC Sparks put it the best way ever. He said, "For all of you don't think it's fast, stand in front of it and let it hit you."
Yep.
Yeah.
He put out a challenge and no one took him up on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You also got to think though, when he was running it with the upgraded motor, he still was on snow and ice. He hasn't really run it on anything dry to get some real speed out of it.
Yeah.
Good traction.
Yeah, he's not quite
Maybe he
getting
should-
traction.
Maybe he should trace down a deer with it.
I was waiting for him that one time to hit his
The fifth
bow
here.
target
Yeah.
with it when he's trying to jump stuff.
Now, is that ramp behind you, is that big enough for the Raminator or
Hell no.
Oh,
not
no.
wide enough?
Hell no.
No.
Yeah, you need two of them.
RC Massmaster's asking how much for a set of those tires. He wants to put them on his Slash. I don't think your Slash would turn them.
I think they're like almost $200 a tire.
I think
Oh
so.
my God. I could buy a real nice tire for my 1-to-1.
Yeah.
They're as much
You
as
could buy
a real
decent
car
sports
tire.
car tire.
They're just not mass produced, right? So the
Yeah.
cost has to go up. There's not as
True.
many of these as a real car tire being
Yeah.
produced. So whoever's got to stop their machine to make these has got to make more per tire.
Yeah.
Oh.
Axio says he's going to put those tires on his Ford Focus. They might fit.
Yeah, right?
No,
I got
no,
a
it'd
stack of
fit
them
better on
up
an
here.
original Mini Cooper. It'd fit better on an original Mini Cooper.
Yeah, I put them on my wife's car.
They might fit on my Corolla.
Stack
Hayden
of
is
tires.
asking, can you put them on his X-Max? I don't think so. The hex is not the same, first of all.
They'd probably rub almost.
Yeah.
Probably. I don't think you'd be able to turn too much.
Now, I'm just saying, if you guys remember from the 1959 Minis, and that's when they were small, real
Oh.
small, they had like a 10-inch rims. It might work on that. Those might fit that. Those Minis had 10-inch rims back when they first started.
Yeah.
So the RC is so big, he can't work on it in his regular workshop. He's got to work on it in the garage.
Yeah, because you need real tools too.
Yeah.
That and the gas fumes too.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing.
It's a 2-cycle. Is it a 4-cycle or 2-cycle engine?
The 2-stroke.
2.
Okay.
What oil mix are you using in it?
25 to 1, which is what it calls for. A lot of people are running 50 to 1, make it burn a little richer, but you don't quite get the lubrication, so it potentially won't last as long.
Mm-hmm.
What oil are you using? From motorcycle or like lawn?
Oh, I'm using VP Racing Fuels, the Power Mix, pre-mix.
Cool.
But they do have, I've ordered some Sabre oil, but I already had the Dominator, and it sounds like the Dominator is the only one. Because that's their race fuel.
Yeah,
Somebody I think it was Botagel that was just on saying, why do we keep putting lawnmower fuel in our race vehicles? If we want to race these things, we should be putting the Dominator oil in them.
We actually use that VP stuff in the weed eaters for the landscape maintenance company I work for.
Which stuff do you use?
We use that VP premix.
Oh yeah.
That stuff works so good in the weed eaters.
Yeah. What would happen if you put high octane through that with the oil?
Oh, you can do it. You can put 110.
Yeah. You just gotta have the right lubrication with the oil mix.
Yeah.
I bet you run really fast with that.
I mean, some people recommend it. We got a gas station that sells it here. I'm guessing that's what he was saying is illegal fuel in their last video he posted in New York. You're saying something about fuel being illegal.
What, 110 octane?
They were running something he said was illegal.
Who was that?
What.
Who was that, Foundry?
Botagel.
Oh, Botagel.
He had a long video recently. Got a lot of people talking, that's for sure.
Does he have one of those, Botagel?
Yeah.
Oh, because I know he's all about the gas vehicles, the nitro vehicles. He's not about anything.
Well, he recommended the TMR engines, and a whole bunch of people bought them because he said to get them, and he's selling his now. I don't know that he actually ever ran it because he couldn't get the right muffler. They're having issues getting the mufflers made.
Yeah.
So he's selling his Raminator.
No, not his Raminator.
Just the motor.
Just the engine.
Yeah.
Well, I know Aaron on RC Adventures there, he had that prototype pipe. Maybe they're gonna start doing those a little more in volume as soon as everything goes back to normal, I think.
You could CNC your own if you're good at that type of stuff.
I just think they had an issue with the manufacturer that they sent the stuff to. No. I don't know. There's a whole post about it and like a rebuff video kind of to what he said, or a post saying not having somebody else make these.
Could they use MagnaFlow to make the exhausts for them?
They I don't know who they had, but yeah. Anyway, I don't want to get in the middle of their whatever's going on.
Yeah. Probably a good idea.
Here's my bent shock. I'm also going to be drilling this out. I want to move the shock backward.
Oh, yeah?
So I'm going to be drilling new holes in my chassis. I want it to be higher so that it sits lower, but I also want it to, the angle, I feel like the angle's wrong on the shocks. So.
I thought they have multiple positions for those.
Later, Master.
No, they have 2 spots for them is what they have.
Should always drill another one in the frame.
You can run duals. Oh, that's cool.
I need another chassis, another on-road chassis. I want to build this.
Oh,
those rims look just like yours.
They are. That's
his
a chassis.
They're
the rims from GMC, are they?
Yeah, because that's a chassis from my 34 Ford. I took the body off and I just put the bus body on it.
Oh, okay.
Where'd you get the bus body from?
I've had the bus body for years now. I had that on my Savage for a little bit.
Oh, wow.
No,
that
actually,
would not make that a 10 scale.
I had that on the Wheelie King.
You still have a Wheelie King?
Yeah, I still got my Wheelie King.
Need any extra axle housings?
No.
I've got extra.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Hey, Frank, that's
also
not
aluminum seat hubs, too.
Oh, yeah?
That's not a 10 scale vehicle anymore with that body on it.
I don't care about the scale. I just want it to look cool.
If it fits and looks right, it works.
Yeah. I gotta find. That's another thing I want to do is find another cheap on road car and put that bus on it real quick. So
get a Red Cat Lightning.
I've got a Durango chassis if you want a touring car.
Durango.
DETC 410.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
No, everything on that Durango, I bet everything is not metric screws. Everything is standard, I bet. Are the screws on there on that kit metric or standard?
I have to check them. I think they're metric.
Oh yeah, because the Durango usually they're all they're US and they were all standard.
Really? Then maybe they are.
Oh, that shock is bent.
It is really bent.
You think you could heat it up and fix the shock thing?
And that shaft is
fix the shaft with some heat and bend it back.
Yeah.
Take a picture of that. You gotta take a picture and put on your social media.
Wow, bent that well, Tony, didn't it?
I assume if he heated it up, he could reform it back to its original position.
Two new ones, Brad. It's only $10 to get 2 shafts, so I got 2 of them here.
So
I'm surprised they're that cheap for that vehicle.
Plus, I got.
Take a picture of it and put it on social media and write down on the social media. Any other guys have a bent shaft?
Oh.
Put that there.
Bump.
I'm gonna be just putting new one on for now, and then while it works itself, when I have time to work on it, I'll do that. But for now, I'm just gonna put a new one in.
So how much is a one shock?
How much is a shock?
Yeah.
Good question. I think they were $40 per shock.
$40 per shock. Okay.
That's about what I was thinking. It's not bad, really.
Yeah.
So I thought I would get an extra one, knowing how I drive.
That sounds like me.
you once you get extra money, you can double up the shocks on it.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't want to double the shocks on it.
Extra money. Oh, ad rates.
It's already too stiff.
Oh yeah.
But
wow, those look stiff.
I opened these up because you can hear it.
Yeah.
You can hear that squishy noise.
It sounds like it's air in there,
Why don't you open up the cap and let the air out?
Well, I opened up this one, you could see the air bubbles, and now it sounds even worse.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'd go through and I'd blueprint the pistons, make sure there's no molding flash on the inside of the holes or anything like that causing problems.
Well, what I'm going to do is drill the holes bigger to get more.
Okay.
I mean, because this is
you could get an exercise doing that with
100 CST, which is what, like 10?
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Actually, that.
I mean, you really got to push on it.
Oh yeah.
For 10 weight, it should be a lot easier.
Now, is that silicone or mineral?
Silicone.
Okay. Would you be able to run the mineral in that?
I don't know.
Because that might be a little bit thinner. That might let it move a little better.
Well, I mean, the holes, I pulled this apart. I just need to get something to pour this in so I can reuse it.
Wouldn't mineral actually cause a better chance of corrosion of the aluminum?
Depends on the alloy that's the thing's made of, I think.
It's probably aircraft aluminum.
You mean aluminum?
Look how bubbly that is.
I mean, it could be aircraft aluminum.
Oh, that's
which is
a lot of
different
bubble.
type of aluminum.
See that?
That's really foamy. That's foamy as hell.
What is all this aluminum stuff? It's aluminium.
Aluminum.
Aluminium.
Aluminium.
Yeah, that way that is all foamed up makes me think it's got something blocking those holes, so it's causing cavitation.
But you can see the holes are really tiny. You can't even see them.
Wow.
Wow. They should never
For such
have
a big shock.
They should have never had it
They're
that
tiny.
small. They
Wow.
should have never had it that
So
small.
I'm gonna take him out and just drill him bigger.
I'd go up just a little bit on those, and I'd do 2 more on the opposite sides, make it a 4-hole.
It is 4-hole.
That only looked like 2.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, the 2 of them don't seem to be cleared out very well. That's why.
Wow.
Yeah, they got flash in the hole.
That's probably what it is. It's just trying to bypass at the side of the shock, and as you spray yourself in the face.
Yeah.
Shock oil under pressure.
So I gotta take
flat.
all these off. I gotta drill new holes.
I'll get to
Figure out
work.
how to work.
Get to work.
John, I wish I could buy that from you. I wish I had $200.
Canadian. That's only like $100 US.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
I
like
wish I had
$100
$100 US that I could do
It's
that
like
with.
$150 US.
I wish I had that for you.
You are selling that though, John?
Yeah, I think so. I never drive it, and I don't really like it enough. Although I do love the body.
Yeah.
Um,
My only thing is I'd love to build one myself instead of buy one that's already done.
Yeah.
I'll gladly disassemble it all for you.
And he'll send you the man. Of course, you're going to
Still
sell
got-
it with the manual, of course.
Tear it
Yeah.
apart, throw in a box.
You have the manual, don't you?
Yeah, I got everything for it.
That's it. No point having shelf queens.
No
Uh,
shelf queens, man. No.
I
shelf
just sold a bunch of parts and all like that, and I'm trying to find something else now to take place of stuff.
Well, see, you could buy it, take it apart, and fill the diff properly or lock them, and then have fun with it and rebuild it.
You can still have fun with it stock. I just don't like how it performs stock.
It's a nice floater also. It floats on water.
And I
long as
have
the
I haven't
wheels are
made it back because
sealed up.
I put a 12-turn motor in it. It only comes with like a 28.
Oh yeah.
If it's the same motor that comes in the semis, that's actually a 27 turn I found out from Tamaya.
Yeah,
I
it
put
is.
a Arma power system in it. So I put the
20
Arma
turn.
Mega system.
The 20
It's,
turn.
no, this one's the stronger one. This one's the 12 turn from the 4x4 Megas. It's the
Yeah.
550. Yeah.
So you put more torqued motor into it.
Yeah.
You know, believe it or not, that Tamaya makes a lightly tuned 28 turn motor, and it actually has more RPMs than the torque tune and the one that comes.
Cool.
They call it
Well,
lightly
guys,
tuned.
it's 11:40. We're going to start saying bye to people, and we'll start with the people that don't have their camera on. So we'll start with Brad.
Well, can I interject 1 second though?
Go for it.
Axiomatic asked Sean if he has the voltage.
Vibe the voltage.
Yeah.
What voltage? The Tamiya voltage.
No. He's talking about the granite.
Yeah, it's an
Granite.
Arma voltage.
Oh yeah, I do actually. I just haven't. At the minute, I can't get out to make a video of it because everywhere is just on lockdown. Unless the only place that's not on lockdown is where I go crawling. Anywhere to go bison is on complete lockdown.
Okay.
So I do have it actually, and then I think Shin is next with it, and then after Shin, I think it goes to you actually.
Oh, it's a traveling car. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what Basher Boy does.
Cool.
But the one he done this time at the end of it, when it goes back to Bishop Boy, then it gets raffled or not raffled off. It gets a giveaway.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
A live giveaway. So
Cool.
Hello, Scott.
So, Brad, go ahead and say bye to everybody.
hey Scott,
Thanks for joining us, everybody.
A
Stay
video.
safe.
I'll check it out in a while.
Thanks, everybody, for joining us. I hope you guys like Frank's black hole motion behind him.
Cool. John Martin.
Thanks for having me. Unfortunately, the video didn't want to work tonight.
Sounds good. Thank you. Thanks for coming. We'll go with AZ Froggy.
Thanks for having me, Frank. Thanks for everyone in the chat. I know I
Hit that
wasn't paying
thumbs
too
up
much
and-
attention to it, and I'm trying something different tonight. But have a good one. Stay safe and get out there and run what you can.
Cool. Your camera looks good tonight. That's for sure.
Thank you.
Sean's RC Adventure.
Hey guys, thanks for taking the time to stop by the Tanks chat, and thanks for having me.
Thank you very much.
Don't forget to
Trail
check
Cruiser
out
RC.
Steve-O's chat tomorrow, Javier's on Monday, and Tony's on Tuesday nights.
Thank you very much.
RC Conspiracies. Last week he said we could have a lot to talk about this week, so
Yeah, he
I was
didn't
wrong.
talk
It's
last
next week.
True. Net Cruiser RC.
Right on, guys. Good seeing you. Thanks. Take care.
And Tony RC, CCX RC.
Yeah, thanks, Tank, for putting these on. And
Thank you
thanks
very
everybody for tuning in.
Trail Critter RC. Did I ask you yet? No.
No.
You're up.
That's all right. Thanks for having me, Tank. And make sure we hit the thumbs up button, guys.
Thank you very much. So thanks a lot for coming, guys. I appreciate all of you that came in on the panel and also on the live chat. It's awesome. It keeps everybody going and everybody's having a lot of fun. So we'll see you tomorrow night on Steve O'D's, Monday night on 11 Charlie, and Tuesday on Tony from CCXRC. And Wednesday also, I picked up Wednesday because everybody's locked down anyways and it's boring. Nobody has anything to do. So we do it Wednesday at 9 and Thursday at 9:30. So talk to you guys later. Keep those batteries full and have some fun.